This training is intended to help learners understand how to use Flipgrid as an instructional tool. Today, you will learn how to create a grid, add students to your class, and create a topic. Creating a grid. Creating the grid is essential because it allows you to create a class and assign the topic. A grid can best be described as a placeholder for specific subjects. As an example, you might want to set up a grid for math. Within the math grid, you will add students and assign topics that relate to math. You can have multiple grids for multiple subjects, such as reading and writing. From the My Activities page, look for and click on the link located at the top of the page that says My Grids. A new window will open. Click on Add a New Grid to begin the process of creating your grid. You should name your grid according to the instructional subject you want your students to learn, such as math, writing, and reading. For this training, you should enter your name as the name of the grid. You will also need to select how students will enroll in your class. BISD teachers will use their student IDs to enter your student roster. You must add at least one student in order to create a grid. Enter a sample student. You will be able to add or remove students in the next part of this lesson. You may pause the video now to enter a sample student. When you are ready, unpause the video and click play to continue with your lesson. When all your students have been added, you are now ready to click on the next button. After reviewing student IDs, click on Launch My Grid to continue. On this screen, you will see your Flipgrid code, which you can share with other educators and students in your class. When you are ready, click on All Set. Click on the My Grid link located at the top of the page to view the grid you have created. This is an example of the screenshot you will need to take and email to your instructor. Please make sure your name is displayed to meet the requirements of Activity 1. Adding students. Adding students allows teachers to edit the current roster when receiving new students. When adding new students on Flipgrid, we will use the Edit button. From the My Activities page, click on the link that says My Grids. From the My Grid screen, look for the icon that has a pencil on it. This is where we'll be able to edit our grid. You will now scroll down till you see Update Your Student List. Here, you will enter your students one by one by adding their first name and last name, student IDs, then clicking Add Students. When all of your students have been entered, you may click on the Update Grid. This will open a new window and take you back to the My Grid screen. In order to complete Activity 2, you will need to take a snapshot of your roster. Click on the pencil icon to edit your grid. Enter your first name, last name, and ID into each field and click on Add student. When your name appears in the roster, take a snapshot of it and email it to your instructor. This will help you fulfill the requirements of Activity 2. From the My Activity screen, click on My Grids. Here you will look for and select the grid you have previously created. On the My Grid screen, look for and click on the button that says Add a New Topic. In this screen, you will look at the top of the page and look for Disco Library. The only requirement to using the Disco Library is that you must have at least one student enrolled in your class. Here, you will scroll down till you see Search Topics. Click on the subject you feel you would like your students to learn about. As you do the search, you see a list of items. Click on an item you feel you might want your students to learn. When the next screen comes up, you will need to click on Select a Grid. You will also notice that there is a Share button. The Share button allows you to share this topic with other teachers. Click on where it says Select a Grid. Click on the grid that you created. Click on the Add button. This will take you to a new screen. You may retitle this something more relevant to your students. It is also best practice if you have new students to Flipgrid to select the recording time to 45 seconds. This allows the kids to practice, feel less shy, and more focused about using Flipgrid. It is also important that they have a focus video so that they feel more engaged to your lesson. When you are done, go ahead and click on Update Topic. You have now assigned this topic to your students and are able to share it with teachers if you'd like. Click on the My Grid screen to see your grid